when I say we're guilty, we all are guilty of looking at our life and what we should be doing versus what we're doing and not feeling really good about it. Can I get some agreement that we're all guilty of that? Mm-hmm. Right? We think about where we should be versus where we are. We think about how much money we should be making versus how much money we actually are making. All of these things we roll over in our head over and over and over, sometimes to the extent that we can't even take a compliment anymore. For me, when somebody gives me a compliment, I'll say, yeah, thanks for the compliment. But in my head, I quickly jump to everything that I'm not doing, everything that I should be doing, and everything that was supposed to get done yesterday that I didn't do. So this is our daily part of our life. Every day we go through this process. And what I call this is the mind gap. So the gap between where you think you are versus where you really are, or where you think you should be versus where you are. And if you don't mind this gap, you're gonna fall in it. That makes sense? So I do have some good news. There are ways that you can mind this gap that we all have, that we're all guilty of, that we all have to deal with. And these are some ways that I kind of found that works for me when I need to mind my gap. The first thing is that we got to begin to think about everything that we really accomplished. So we're going to do something real quick. I want everybody to close their eyes. If you're eating, that's fine. And I want you to really, really think about it. Imagine you're 13 years old. For some people, that's long ago. Then for other people, that's okay. That's okay. Don't be ashamed. It's okay. So you're 13. Do you have on your favorite outfit? How does it smell? Are you at school or are you at home? So open your eyes. Are you 13? You're 13. We're going to say you're 13. So we're going to have a conversation with our current self and our 13-year-old self. So I want you to think about your life, and I want you to tell your 13-year-old self everything that's went on from 13 till now. Tell them the good things, tell them the bad things, tell them the things that you don't really, only person know is you. Tell them all those things, and tell them where you ended up. Now, when you get finished telling the story to your 13-year-old self, what do you think they'll say? What my 13-year-old self would say was, woo, wow, like you said. Like you did all of that? You went through all of that and you're still okay? Wow, you did stuff I haven't even thought about yet. Are you sure I'm really gonna do that? That's what my 13-year-old self would say. So if you put that into perspective, the stuff that you're doing in your life now, you never really thought you would do for some of us. And that's something for you to be proud of, and not something for you to always look at the negative things that's happening in your life. Second thing that I need you to do is I need you to listen to your peers when they give you a compliment. There's nobody in this world that's nice enough just to lie to you about yourself all the time. They're gonna go outside of their way to tell you something good about yourself. There's nobody here that nice. Nobody. So when you get these compliments from these different people, whether it be a co-partner, whether it be somebody in the room that you sit with at dinner, whether it be a StepUp staff member, believe them. Why believe the opposite, that they just lying to you and they're just trying to make you feel better? And the last thing that we can do is just faith. Something that I found that works for me. It's a story in Matthew 9, and Jesus is kind of healing some people, and he goes out and some blind men call out to him to have mercy on them. And Jesus heals these blind men with a touch and some words. And his words were, "So is your faith, so are you." So whatever you believe about yourself, that's what you are. Just remember the nod you get. Thank you.